Hey everyone, it's Pastor Paul Krampitz. I'm coming to you from Bethany Lutheran Church here in Cromwell, Connecticut. Welcome to another edition of From the Pastor's Study. Today I want to talk to you about this. This is my wedding ring. I think you can see it there. I can still move it around a little bit. I wear it most times, but if I'm doing something where I'm concerned that it might get lost or damaged, I do take it off. So I'm going to take it off for just a moment here. Inside the wedding ring, there's an inscription which has the date that Paula and I were married, July 26, 1927. So for those of you that aren't yet married, that's a nice little trick. You'll never forget your anniversary if you have the date inscribed in your ring. So this is not just a ring, obviously. It's a ring with special significance. It's a ring that was given to me by my wife as we exchanged rings, as we married one another. You know, pastors don't marry people. They wed themselves, and the pastor stands in as a representative of the church and also, of course, of the government. But by virtue of the promises that couples make to one another, they bind themselves to one another in Christ. This ring then becomes a symbol of that union. In most cases, it's a double ring ceremony, so there are matching rings. And the ring, generally, like this one, made of a precious metal of some sort. This happens to be made of gold. And the circle, which has no beginning and no ending. The significance of the ring is that love is precious, and the hope is that just as God's love for us is without end, that the couple's love for one another will be endless and eternal as well. It's important to have physical reminders of the promises that we make. It's good for us to be able to look down if we're married and see that ring there and think back not just to the wonderful ceremony and reception, but to the promises that were made, and to give us a moment to consider how we're doing in living out those promises, being faithful to them. Some people wonder, which hand do you wear the ring on? It seems to be a custom here in the United States to wear the ring on your left hand, but in much of Europe, the ring is worn on the right hand. And the so-called ring finger, as I understand it, but I'm not that kind of a doctor, but I'm told that there is a blood vessel that you can trace from this finger all the way up the arm directly into your heart. That may or may not be true. I haven't checked that for myself. But what is true is that this ring is incredibly important to me as a reminder of not only the love that Paula and I share, but a reminder that the love that we experience in marriage calls to mind the love and the commitment that God has for all people made known in Christ. Until next time, this is Pastor Paul saying goodbye and God bless.